Hey guys, welcome to George's dump trucking and excavating vlogs. Well, I finally built it. Grizzly. Soil sifter, rock remover, uh, there's many different names for it. People in the excavating and dump trucking world may know this as a Grizzly. Now I had thought about building this as a metal one, but it was just too expensive to be building out of metal. So wood was available, of course, and we built it. Of course, if I had my own sawmill, then would have been almost for free. But nothing's free. So yeah, it's built with 2x6 boards. I mean, it's skookum, no doubt about it. And I built it for that purpose. To move this thing out of here is gonna be a real treat, I'd imagine. So, but we got it beefed up really well because I'll be using it for quite a while, I imagine. And for sifting, dumping, I guess the guy can dump it this way, the bucket on this way or top. I think it'd be better over on this side, dump it, right? So either way, usually over top or over the bottom, just depends. It's 6 foot high, and the skid steer may be a pain in the ass, and with the tractor, not a big deal, or a loader, and probably from the front it'd be easier with the skid steer. But anyways, nonetheless, we still have to paint it, and then we have to get the fencing to put on this. I found some stuff. I'm not too happy with what the hardware sells, but it'll have to do. So I can't do much about it. I wanted some skookum wire, but just have to do with what we got. So, but anyways, yeah, it's definitely skookum. So I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and basically from a little plan. kind of go with it, and just have to do what you have to do. And the plywood is actually from I had built sides for my trailer, which I don't need anymore because of the dump truck. So I used the plywood for something else and repurposed it for this project. So yeah, pretty happy the way it turned out, and it's gonna do me a lot of it's gonna do me really well for what it is. I went a little bit more. I had originally thought about going 6 feet in here, and this is 6.5. So it's good enough for the bucket on the tractor, bucket on the skid steer, and of course any bigger bucket. I don't know. Big cat loader. I forget how. Well, I don't think it even fit in here. But anyways, it's designed for small stuff. My small machinery I have, and that's good enough for me. That's what I designed it for. So, but yeah, it's he's built pretty goddamn skookum. So, frick. Try to lift this thing up. It's a heavy bugger. But anyways, it's made of 2x4. It's going to be flimsy and shit, and I didn't want that because it's going to take a lot of abuse. These things take a lot of abuse. Dumping rock on there over top. You figure you have the rock, you'd have the bucket up here, and you're flicking the stupid thing up here, right? Flicking it. You my hand up here. You're flicking it like this, the bucket. You're letting the rock go down here, and all that stress is on these boards. It is what it is, and I used what I had, and I would have liked to make it out of metal, but just didn't quite happen that way. So, anyways, we're gonna paint it. I think I'm gonna get a gallon of paint tomorrow, and be brush painting it. I think about rolling it, but I think I'll brush paint it and make it all nice and pretty. No point going too crazy. To have called my anti-theft. I have to grind those screws off. So, good old Bob Ross. I used to watch. I still do watch quite his videos still, and he's and you guys who know who Bob Ross is. He was a painter away from the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Really good painter. And he used to have a saying was called "happy mistakes." Well, a lot of happy mistakes in here, and that panned out okay. So it is what it is. But anyways, it is what it is, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out so far. But when we get paint on here and the screen, then we'll bring you again and do a little video. And I'll probably well, it's been raining here for been raining here for the last week or so, wetter than normal. But it's good and bad. But no good if you want to sift dirt. But you know, it's pretty good pitch on it. Maybe should have had maybe a less of a pitch. I don't know. Maybe I should have a bit of a less of a pitch, right? So we'll see. Try it. I think I pitched it right. So we want the rocks to roll off and not stick on there, and the dirt to fall through. So that's the main thing of the soil sifter. You know, they call it many different things. So, but anyways, it is what it is. So built pretty skookum. So anyways, I'll bring you back when I have a part 3, because my first part of it is showing you the plans, and the second part is this, and the third part will be painted, and then I'll paint it with the screen on there, and then have another part of showing you guys using the machine to dump material on there. So alrighty, another DIY project that anybody can do with a few little hand tools and some measuring, and you know, a few dollars spent on lumber. Lumber prices have come down quite a bit, so alright, it's like building a house almost. Alright, see you in the next one.